Presenting Sara Lee Croissants.
Presenting your croissant to the TV-watching public without consent.
Sara, les poissons? No.
No.
Only the French can make the true croissant.
Well, let's just go ahead and send what we're all thinking. Despite what I assume is a convincing French accent, Gates McFadden is not French, unless I've overlooked a famous French-speaking province in the good doctor's birth state of Ohio. Also, could the marketing bigwigs at Sara Lee not find a single French person to do this commercial? Listen, I'm all for giving Gates McFadden more work, but the only thing this commercial has in common with France is that it mildly irritates me, and I can't quite explain why.
Ooh, so light, so flaky, so buttery.
Light, flaky, and buttery were actually 3 of the 17 initially rejected names for the dwarves from Snow White. And, in case you were wondering, the other 14 rejected names can be found scattered across 27 different commercial sins videos released between June 2021 and February 2024.
So, how do you like Sara Lee Croissants?
I bet I'll like them as much as I like any croissant, which is precisely not very fucking much at all. That's right, I'm sending the buoyant bullshit bag out that is the croissant. Whenever I try to warm up one of these famous faux pastry dildos, I either overwarm it, making it dense enough to dilate time, or I don't warm it enough, and it becomes this sloppy, floppy, and unwieldy boomerang. And I already have one of those to contend with, thank you very much. I mean, look here. This disembodied knife is slapping butter onto this thing one bite at a time. You know why? Because it is physically impossible to cut these fuckers in half for pre-buttering. Physically impossible. Newton wrote a book about it and trust me.
I love them.
Rumor has it that this sensual performance inspired ghosts everywhere in 1985 to abandon their candles and descend upon the Sara Lee factory in Illinois. I hear it was the original premise for Ghostbusters 2. Also, this will not be the last time Dr. Crusher will enjoy a croissant that's pretending to be French. And no, this will not be the last time I make a Star Trek reference either.
Tell me, this Sara Lee, she's French, no?
So, I think the idea here is that this croissant is so good it could trick a French person into thinking the very American Sara Lee brand is French, which then made me think, well, maybe casting Gates McFadden is all part of the joke. Like, we're so amazing, we'll even trick you into thinking she's French too. But that wink-wink to the American audience only really works if they know the person isn't French, right? And Gates was hardly a household name or even famous in 1985, so that can't have been the goal. In summary, Sara Lee should have cast Ali Sheedy for this part, or Clint Eastwood. Also, if your marketing tactic is to pretend to be French, who exactly is your target audience? It certainly isn't Americans. We barely tolerate French Canadians. Or other Americans. Apparently, there's an alternate version of this commercial where Gates McFadden suddenly disappears at the 2-second mark, is replaced by another actor for a few seconds, and then returns for the remainder. Personally, I don't think those few seconds without her are given nearly enough credit.
Nobody does it like Sara Lee.
Double negatives. Also, what a dumb f***ing slogan. Nobody doesn't like is such a damning non-endorsement of your own product. All it tells me is that you don't have enough confidence in your brand to say anyone will actively love it. In fact, you're not even committing to saying that anyone will prefer, like, or damn it, even feel vaguely ambiguous toward it. All you're really saying is that nobody dislikes your thing. Well, nobody dislikes my third nipple, but that's because no is aware of my third nipple and therefore does not have the opportunity to have an opinion about it one way or another. This commercial gives Gates McFadden more to do in 30 seconds than TNG did in 178 episodes and 4 movies. That's not the commercial's fault, but TNG isn't here for me to send it, so Sara Lee will just have to take one for the team. And guess what? No one will give a shit because nobody cares enough to even not like you.
Oh, yes! I hate this! It is revolting!
Remember to also check out Cinema Sins, where we send movies, and TV Sins, where we send TV. Also subscribe to Commercial Sins. Click the bell, like this video, slap your mama's ass. Oh, and check out cinemasins.com, which has all our videos and easy genre categories and links to our store where you can buy our sweet, sweet merch that we guarantee you will love. Guaranteed void in Tennessee.